Hello, and welcome to Metroid Fusion. Allow me to set the stage. Super Metroid released 8 years ago, and was one of the best games ever made. Metroid skipped a console generation. And now, 8 years after Super Metroid, we finally get Metroid 4 on the Game Boy Advance. And then, in the opening moments of Metroid Fusion, Samus and her ship crash into an asteroid. That's where we're at in this game. Metroid Fusion is the game where they tried the hardest to basically go in a new direction with the series. And it's a direction that we're still seeing the repercussions of in Metroid Dread, too. They knew that they had to do something to advance the series past Super Metroid, because otherwise they'd just be making Super Metroid over and over and over again, which, well, that would be a pretty good time, honestly. They had to do something. And they wanted to add real story to Metroid. Beyond just, hey, space pirates did a bad thing, go get them. Yeah, here we go. Playing this on Wii U Virtual Console. Yeah. I'd been assigned to watch over Biologics' research team, so I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Well, that's weird. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. And for the record, I am playing this using the Super Nintendo gamepad from my Super Nintendo Mini because, hey, it's a nice analog for a GBA. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker. The parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics' vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X in my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Then, someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. the X-parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. I must prepare for docking. The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt, computerized CO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. It makes me recall my other CO. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388, as well as parts of your suit infected by the X-parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now go to the quarantine bay. So already this Metroid game is a marked departure from previous ones, in that there's text, lots of it, and Samus is given an internal monologue. Also, let's take a moment to appreciate the design work on Samus here. In previous games, Samus stood up tall and straight, holding her gun out with one arm, basically no trouble whatsoever. But now, in this game, since she has undergone surgery, had portions of her power suit excised from her surgically, it has dramatically altered her. She doesn't stand tall and straight anymore. She's got this hunched look. You can actually see her breathing through the suit. And she has to support her arm cannon with her other arm. Like, even in the sprite work alone, they're really trying to push just how different Samus is in this game. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. Well, that's no good. So the biosigns were a single infected hornode. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine worked so quickly and so well. But it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. Hey, Seth. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I am already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Is your objective clear? Now, get going. I have released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. So, one thing that Samus gained the ability to do, thanks to losing her power suit, she's much more flexible. She can actually grab ledges and pull herself up in this game. Couldn't do that in any previous Metroid game. I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. Is your objective clear? With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Oh boy, 20%? Why, 20% of the time, that's 100%. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CO I served under named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. And now we have missiles. Uh-oh. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. I'm reading huge biosigns, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X-parasite. You'll see them. Try it out. Is your objective clear? Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Now, find a way to the target. What do you know? Missiles were our only hope. Found him. So for this game, I believe... Will I go for 100%? Probably not, actually. 100% is kind of annoying to get in this game. But it does change the ending thing. I think. Game, please. A Core X. And it's transformed into Arachnus, a creature only ever seen before in Metroid 2. And now we can use Morph Ball. In Metroid 2, Arachnus was hiding the Spring Ball. Seth, what I am using to capture this footage is a Wii U and Virtual Console. Actually, wait, before I go this way. Well, that's not exciting. Yeah, Wii U VC is a great way to play GBA games. At least the ones that they've released on Wii U VC. Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Sector 1, SRX, shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of the SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use Elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. Yep, can't go in there, too cold. So if we do go in there, we can actually see a familiar face. Hi, Ridley. Poor guy's all frozen to death, though. Well, that's weird. The camera didn't follow us. And what we saw just there is part of the reason that this is the creepiest Metroid game. Like, they absolutely nail what they want you to feel with it. It's great. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Something very powerful. Certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now, listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Is your objective clear? Now, get moving. Look at this little guy ducking under my shots. Atmospheric stabilizer online. 4 units still malfunctioning. Hello, E-Tank. I actually kind of like how the beginning parts of Metroid Fusion, actually a lot of parts of Metroid Fusion, are a love letter to Metroid 2. Also, as far as I'm aware, Metroid is the only Nintendo franchise where every single entry actually matters to the canon. Atmospheric stabilizer online. 3 units malfunctioning. Like, the numbered Metroid games, they're unique among Nintendo franchises for actually telling a story that is consistent. Like it doesn't reset every entry. Each entry builds off the previous ones. So we got lava in here, but it's not too hot to hang out without the Varia suit. Oops. I mean, the lava sure is. But the room isn't. Maybe this is supposed to be acid, not lava. Units still malfunctioning. One unit still malfunctioning. I'll take free missiles. Whoa, 2 red X. What a deal. Well, this was not useful. Though I didn't actually try shooting the wall, did I? Maybe there's something to reveal by shooting. Yup. Don't really need to save right now. I just like revealing places on the map. Got lucky there. Not often you get an eye door only shooting once. Hey! And this X has a new ability for us, one not from any previous Metroid game. Or wait, no. This is from previous Metroid game. I saw the shot it was firing and was thinking it was a different thing. My bad. So the charge beam does behave a little differently in this game. Because, see, it changed our standard shot, too. Our standard shot, as you can see by the impact, is now actually 2 shots. Aha. All stabilizers online. Atmospheric levels equalized. And we're just gonna leave the X around. There's also another unique part about the charge beam in this game. There's a little, like, swoosh in front of the beam when you fire, like in front of the arm cannon. And that little swoosh actually does damage. Atmospheric stabilizers online. But many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, Tro, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in Tro now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Is your objective clear? Start moving. I'll brief you at the TRO navigation room. Also, yeah, I think I'm supposed to say each letter. considering they're all caps. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end any orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer, too. I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur. Samus, it's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster. But the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. But per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own, Samus. So first, find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches. Then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Keep an eye out for the SAX. Yeah, Seth, I said I think I am supposed to say each letter. I forget whether I can actually get those missiles without getting anything else. By, like, not... yeah, no. Because those things do grow by absorbing an X, so I was thinking maybe if I didn't kill either of the enemies, then the back one wouldn't have grown, but that was not the case. Well, that security room was easy to find. Security level 1 unlocked. Blue hatches now active. There's got to be something hidden in here. Maybe a morph ball bomb right there would do something. But, or no, because it would what would have to be hidden would be a path to some other area, because there was no icon denoting that there was a pickup to find in there. Give me that bomb data. Well, that sounds like a problem. Not the direction I expected to be going. And now I'm thinking if I had actually followed the upper path there, it would have just taken me to an item rather than to progress. Right, no spring ball yet. Yep, that is indeed an item and not progress. That seems more like progress than going this way. And sure enough it is. Also, I am low on health. I should probably use more missiles and more charging of shots before going into places. What harmed me? Why is this one blue? Oh, the blue one's meaty. It's always nice to find a Red X. They're a huge heal. As well as a huge missile refill. Also, hang on a moment. There's an area below us. Now the question is, how does one get back? Aha. These bombs take slightly longer than I would like to explode. In Super Metroid, these guys didn't have spikes on them. They were just yellow dudes. Because, of course, there was signposting that that would happen. Yeah, this will probably be a save or something. Or not. So if we go up, what do we find? Well, I know what's going to happen in that room. I've seen it before. You know, I bet down and to the right. Bet this is a place to go. Okay, so it was a save room, just with extra steps. So is that going to make this a recharge room with extra steps? Nope. This room's for later. And this looks like a place for high jump and or gravity suit. Odd that these doors are already open. Can't go any higher than that, so I guess we gotta go in here. Ah, that's what hurt me earlier. Apparently these guys launch spikes out when you shoot them. Well, that looks an awful lot like progress. Or it would if we could get in there, but can't get in from below. Don't got power bombs for that. Another Corex. Hey, bud. Nope. Need to not let it actually land on me. Also need to actually get the missile up into it. There we go. High jump and jump ball. It's quite handy getting both of those. Also, did you miss it? We just saw some foreshadowing. Yep, that's foreshadowing right there. No, we can't go back to the room that needed high jump and or gravity suit. We can't go up there. Our options are very limited. So wait. We can go down here, but that's no help at all. And we can't go up through here because we don't have power bombs. But I bet this crack right here. Yeah. Just the fact that it slowly walks around looking for something. It's menacing. Hey, look, more of that foreshadowing. That's still too high up for us to reach. And unfortunately, you can't wall jump up a single wall in this game. You are force propelled to the left until the apex of the wall jump. The left or the right. Away from the wall. Also, this upgrade right here that I'm using right now, the one that lets us jump in Morph Ball mode, has had 3 different names over the course of the series. It has been Bounce Ball, it has been Spring Ball, it has been Jump Ball. But I suppose this upgrade I'm using right now that turns us into a ball has also technically had 3 different names. It has been Round Ball, it has been Morphing Ball, and it has been Morph Ball. Though Bounce Ball, Spring Ball, Jump Ball has had a little bit more variation in its multiple names. Given that each one uses a different word for make go up. Knew it. Well, we don't have that yet. Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4, AQA. Now that one I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to say Aqua. With several thousand X. With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities. I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Is your objective clear? Now, head for Sector 4. The SAX, an enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive, but still. This seems to be purposeful. We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the SAX has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially this SAX. But I digress. This sector is home to a very large creature the researchers called Ceres. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra-high speed. The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributable to Ceres. No doubt the SAX released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Ceres has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It's a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Is your objective clear? While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go. I feel like this station needs a few more failsafes. Like, what was their plan if the water ever did get electrified like this? Like, oh, we can't shut off power to that one part of the station because it would affect the whole station. Like, there's no failsafe whatsoever there. Someone needs to file a complaint with OSHA. It's nice that they don't have free-floating platforms here. They actually let you see that the platforms are connected to something. Because that also lets you see that there are platforms down below you before you make any leaps of faith. This has to exist for a reason. And it did. I was just apparently missing the one block that mattered. So there's an item somewhere in this corner of the map, but... Oh. Nice of them to make sure that we understand that 2 yellow X can, or that an extra yellow X can turn one of those little fish into a big fish. I like E-tanks. Even if we can't escape from the places they are in. Honestly, E-tanks are more valuable in this Metroid game than most others. At the time of release, I would say that Metroid Fusion was the hardest Metroid game ever made. Though the 2 newest 2D Metroid games, Samus Returns and Metroid Dread, I do believe have it beat, especially in their harder modes. Yeah, Fusion can get nasty. So, how is Samus's gun arm holding on to this? Because there are definitely points where her gun arm is the only thing supporting her weight up here. Like, how does it grab the handles? Okay, so this is just to see that there is another path. Pump control unit. Well, can't do anything about that yet. That feel when you drop an enemy on your own head and get forced out a door. Hey, we were told there would be a boss here, but there's only a skeleton. Which is our cue that, hey, that boss is infected. Ow. Right. Goes across, then up. Ow. I'm not doing a very good job fighting Ceres. Well, Ceres is dead now. Time for the Corex. I do not want to die to a Corex. Hey, Califor. Speed booster power regained. And speed boost is easier to use in this game than any game that released previously. Because it's automatic, you just run. So an interesting thing we can see here, Samus is 2 tiles high, even though her head does extend a little bit past that second tile here. When you're speed boosting, you're 2 tiles high. Now, did Adam tell us to kill the pumps? No. Did we do it anyway? You bet. Will it be mandatory to have done later in the game? Absolutely. And in fact, I think it's probably mandatory even just to get back. Yes, because we can't get through that without morph ball bombs, which means we needed the water lowered so that we could do this. Can still speed boost through there. Almost had enough of a runway there. There are times when you get locked in a room and have to stay there until you kill all of the golden enemies. It's very video gamey. Right, still can't go through here. This is a room to come through from the other side. So Ceres had been infected by the X2. Well, as a result, you recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the SAX yet. But that's still a ways off. HQ has more support data. This time, it's missile upgrade data. You desperately need this, but the data room here is sealed with a level 4 lock. The highest security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless it's necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked by still more SAX activity. I note a deliberate activity pattern, as if it is blocking your recovery intentionally. Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3, Pyro. You will find the Pyre data room on your map after using a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Now head for Sector 3, Pyre. Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet. The data room here is sealed by another security hatch. In order to download, you must find the security room here and activate level 2 hatches. This may allow the SAX and X parasites into the area, but we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our main goal. The data room is here. As I explained, security rooms can't be shown on the map. Be careful, Samus. You will see very violent organisms here. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures yet, but we're working on it. Level 2 hatches are green. Release the lock and proceed to the data room for download. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. Is your objective clear? First, activate green hatches, then go to the data room. There are no ultra-heated areas on this route, so turn back if you enter one. Yep, this is the first Metroid game where super missiles are just an upgrade to missiles rather than being their own thing. And dang if it isn't nice. Metroid Dread does the same thing. Why is this door already open? Oh, hello. Pretty sure if we speed booster jump into there. Then we can get somewhere. Green hatches now active. And sure enough, we let the X in immediately. Well, we're stuck in here. I think. Because it seems we must find another way. Because we don't have super missiles yet, so we can't get past that. I wonder, does opening this keep it open forever? Nope. And now we can get by. Oh. Crumble blocks. I continue to hate crumble blocks. You'll be fighting a boss in this room. So hopefully not for a little bit. Okay, no, it's gonna be like now. Where are you at, box? Okay, I guess it's not now, but soon. Spooky. We can't go that way anymore. There's something above us. There's box. Box here is a security robot. It's not doing a very good job of keeping things secure, though. I bet there would have been a save if I actually took the downward path earlier. Or maybe not. I almost had a speed boost there, you stupid side hopper. Oh, my health is low. I'd love to find a red X right about now. A recharge room also works. I see that you encountered a rogue security robot. You may destroy it if you meet it again. Your safety is vital. But as to your brief, Level 2 security locks are released. So Sectors 5 and 6 are open. That means those sectors have likely been infiltrated by X. They are much harder to stop than we initially suspected. Sector 5, Arc, is sub-zero. You're still susceptible to cold from the vaccine's side effects, so you'll take damage if you even set foot inside there. Avoid Sector 5 for now, but in the meantime, HQ is working on data to adjust your suit for extreme temperatures. Once we have the transmission, you can download it, but the X have destroyed all the data rooms you have used so far. I no longer doubt their capacity for critical thought. You'll have to use the data room in the night habitat. Sector 6, knock. As in nocturnal. Or knock. It just knocked. Night. Go to Sector 6 and access a navigation room there. Is your objective clear? Tread lightly, Samus. You are the only one who can do this. And the X may be much more dangerous than we know. Oh. Incoming dispatch. Does Samus suspect anything? No, I do not think so. Good. Monitor her closely. Affirmative. Out. The Variasuit data is here from HQ, ready to download. Get moving to a data room. But there's a problem. X from the Sub-Zero sector, Arc, are in Sector 6, Knock. And they've been changed by the cold. If you absorb one, you'll be frozen from within. This seems like a deliberate tactic. Once you download the Variasuit modification, you'll be out of danger. Just be extremely careful until then. The Knock data room is here. Remember, avoid the blue X. Use your beam to stun them in order to get by. Is your objective clear? Be careful. They are hunting you actively now, Samus. And this area is very dark. Proceed with extreme caution. Well, at least we can see that there is a missile to get. I want an E-tank. It's a good thing our beam can suddenly stun X-parasites. Because dang, those guys hurt. And that's right, X-parasites now mimic items too. Also, dang, I lost a lot of health getting just a missile tank. Blue X are nothing to sneeze at. Why would you sneeze at things anyway in the current global situation? So I'm going to avoid getting that missile tank for now. There's just a few too many Blue X in there to deal with easily. This missile tank, on the other hand, is mine. Nope. Kinda rude to hide that thing in a box. But I suppose it's showing that we need to be careful about which boxes we shoot. At least the E-tank was real. Dang it. I've been bamboozled. And killed. Yeah, this sector, they definitely take the brakes off. Excuse me. Need to remember that this E-Tank is here. I missed it the last time. So I guess it's a good thing the SAX killed me. So that I could remember it. Right. We do not go in here. And this time we use the save room. This game actually requires that you pick up 0 pickups. And in fact, as a result, you can complete this game with a 0% rating for picking up items. Because items that you get from Core X or from data rooms do not count as items picked up for percentage purposes. And since I let the SAX go, we don't have to actually run from it here. Well, I guess we got to take one of them. Excuse me. And now we've got the big Core X. I don't recall what I'm supposed to do against this thing. Okay, apparently we are, in fact, getting rid of its shell of spiky dudes. Okay, we have to use the charge beam. Oh, I guess we killed its big form, so now it's just a regular Core X. Doesn't really matter how much damage we take, as long as we don't die, because when you absorb a Core X, you get a full heal. Vari-suit effect recovered. Survive extreme temperatures. That sounds like a command. I really prefer the fusion power suit over literally any other fusion suit. It's kind of sad. I want it back. Really? Can't quite jump high enough? But now Blue X are a nice big 30 health restore instead of a lots of health remove. And for now, they actively seek us out, which is nice. Very convenient. Unfortunately, they'll learn their lesson before too long. Oh. Yep, they've already learned their lesson. Now they flee from us. Thankfully, if memory serves, Metroid Fusion doesn't have very many mimics like the one we just killed. There's a room down there that was full of blue X. And I gotta see what's on the other side. Nothing until we have screw attack. Like, it's clear they want us to probably speed boost through there. But that screw attack block stack is there specifically to hinder our ability to do so until we have screw attack. How did that X download the Variasuit data? This doesn't seem to make any sense at all, unless the X have the ability to process data organically. At any rate, you have the Variasuit data. Now you will be protected from extreme temperatures. More importantly, the SAX will no longer be able to freeze you, so you can escape easier. But you're still too weak. That thing is too much for you. You currently have no way of damaging it. But my simulations indicate that a penetrating weapon, like the plasma beam, might work. Developing modification data will take HQ some time, though. There's also a chance that you may be able to restore your plasma beam by absorbing a large core X, as you did with the charge beam function. As for restoring ice beam functionality, I doubt it. Your current cellular makeup would reject that addition. Therefore, HQ has developed an ice missile upgrade. This will add a freezing effect to your missiles. It will help. Go to Sector 5, ARC, for the download. Is your objective clear? Now, get moving. You need to download data for the ice missile upgrade, but as you might expect, the data room here is secured. Level 3 security hatches are yellow. Release the security lock and download data as usual. And experiment with those new missiles. They will be helpful. Is your objective clear? You know what to do. Go to it. Kind of gross how these guys fly up and then just barf on you. Shame we can't get through there. Can't get through here. That's something we can do. We can definitely use Speed Booster. Oh man, why's it gotta hurt? I mean, I know the reason why. It's to keep us from going further left until we have ice missiles, but it's rude. Yellow hatches now active. I'm curious about the other places we can get to. Maybe I should be less curious, because I don't know that they'll actually take me anywhere useful. And we actually need ice missiles to get through here. So yes, I should indeed have been less curious. I'm almost dead. Ice effect added to missiles. Use it to freeze enemies. Oh, this just takes us right back here, huh? Yes, please. No! You horrible, horrible thing! Yes. So, we go back around and then out, I guess? Right. So why are we even allowed to come out this way if we need speed booster through there? We certainly don't have the space to get a speed boost here. Oh. Spooky. We haven't been up there. there a way to bomb through here? Nope. Well, that's an item we're not getting yet. Oh no, emergency in Sector 3! Emergency in Sector 3, Pyre. The area could melt down soon. It seems the main boiler's cooling unit is malfunctioning. This could easily destroy the entire research station, as it would likely trigger the auto-destruct explosives. We have about 6 minutes. Hurry to Sector 3 and access the control room to the side of the main boiler room. Most of the systems in Pyre are down because of this. Again, we know who to blame. The SAX must have hacked into the system control file. What impressive intelligence. Is your objective clear? There's little time. Hurry to the control room in Sector 3. Sure is lovely how about 20 seconds of those 6 minutes are taken up by elevator rides. Should have kept holding right. We had no reason to come down here before. Or possibly no ability to come down here before. Yeah, I know there's only 5 minutes to main boiler explosion, but there was a missile tank there. Rude. Apparently we can just climb through those guys when they're frozen. Rude. Rude crumble blocks. I hope we can get to the main boiler within 3.5 minutes. Alright, we need to get to the boiler control. Excuse me, sir. Wide beam ability recovered. Beam widens dramatically. So yeah, wide beam is technically new to this game, though in function, it's basically the spacer beam. Cooling unit operational. But now we shoot circles. So it is an important distinction that we have the wide beam and not the wave beam. I wish we had the wave beam, but we do not. Shame there's no shortcut out. Why didn't we get what was in here? Ah, right, because we didn't have the Varia suit when we first came in. That was an awful long way to go for just one missile tank. And that's why it's not just one missile tank. Hooray, energy tanks. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm with you on that, Seth. I am not a fan of any suit other than the power suit in this game. But in terms of everything else, I rather appreciate this game. And also in a world where most Game Boy Advance games had a super saturated color palette, this one has the restraint to go with some desaturated colors for things other than Samus's suit, which is nice. Yeah, we're fine on health and missiles. Alright, emergency in Sector 3 dealt with. The X mimicked a crew member. It all makes sense now. The X can absorb the memories and knowledge of their prey. What an astounding find. HQ was very impressed. But don't you find it strange? This could have destroyed the station with the X in it, not to mention the SAX. Unusual for a self-preserving species like the X, unless your presence is an even greater threat, a threat to the existence of X elsewhere. This is only a hypothesis. Perhaps their survival instinct is in conflict with their newly borrowed intelligence. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Samus, I see biosigns on the habitation deck. Survivors? The infected crewman you saw had survived until recently. Maybe there's a chance. The signs emanate from here. Is your objective clear? I have just restored power to the main elevator. Use it to return and look for any survivors. Nah, Seth, I can confirm that this suit, even played on a GBA, still looks an awful lot like hot garbage. Well, dang. Shouldn't have crouched. Thanks, X-Parasites. Hey, look! It's a Decora! Literally wouldn't have been able to get up here to see these animals if not for the X-parasites. Lock disengaged. Gate opening. So, it is RNG how long it takes for all the animals to come out of there. Where's the baby Decora? There it is. Bye, fellas. It's them animals that we saved on Zebus. The very same ones. They must have been picked up by the BSL after they escaped in whatever the hell ship they had. Etacoons and Decoras. I've met these intelligent beings before. They seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet again here. In the past, they've helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had. But where did they run to? I hope they're safe. So the survivors were not human. Most unfortunate. We can now confirm the deaths of all crew members. I imagined this was the case, but I had hoped it wasn't so. I believe the X only infected the humans for knowledge. That form is too weak for battle. I am sure the others were merely food for the X. Samus, I think they are evolving, growing stronger. Some are now appearing that resist your current weapons. HQ anticipated this and sent powerbomb data as soon as the hardware team finished it. Is your objective clear? Sure. Download it immediately. Our choice of data rooms is limited to this one in Sector 5, Arc. Go, now. You've been to this data room before, but I'll show you its position again. Is your objective clear? Now move out. And as much as I'd love to move out, I actually need to call this a stream here, because I have got some dinner to make. So thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all of that. And I will see you on Thursday for more Metroid Fusion. See you then, friends.